Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005.
Yes, and before we go to the Super Bowl, because we made it that far,
We did.
just wanted to give you a little preview of a couple of things. First of all, something that's kind of funny, but also a little preview of what the monster defense is going to look like next season.
Alright.
So basically, I've got several formations similar to this in my playbook. This one is a dime package, so I've got 6 defensive backs out there in addition to the 5 linemen. But you'll notice that I've actually physically spaced the linemen in certain positions. And that's because the 5-man line in the base goal line formation is crap against the run. And what happens is you can shift the line to one side or the other, try and get some pressure from that side.
Yeah.
And if they run to the side you shifted away from for some reason, you can't contain it.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
They just-
instant touchdown runs.
Yeah, really. So basically what I've done is I wanted to shift the line to the left side of the screen here. And what I've done is I've left the left defensive end way out over top of the tight end on the right side. And the defensive tackle, I use 3 defensive tackles in my formation.
Yep.
I left him more or less in the original position that he was in. And usually I'll control that player because I want to try and control that huge gap between the end and the next tackle over, right?
Yep.
And, in case of a run play. But anyway, basically, though, what we wanted to show here today was a really funny thing that I had because this was in practice mode. And just because I was playing around, I'm actually controlling the safety with the orange dot around him there. And so when the play starts, we always wondered why blockers do certain things that they do.
Yeah.
And we theorized that maybe before the play even started, each player on the offense on a run play has already been assigned a player that they're supposed to block.
Kind of like a reverse man coverage. So like this guy's going to block this guy's going to block that guy, block that guy, this guy is going to go out and block that guy.
Yeah, and so on. Anyway, it appears that the right tackle, number 76 there, has been assigned to block the safety that I'm controlling. And so what I do is I start to back up, of course, and then I see the handoff going and the running back who's going to go to the left, right?
Yep.
So I react by running to the left. And look at this guy. He chases me. He's chasing me across the field.
From behind.
He doesn't give up on me and try and move over to maybe block the backside guy there, number 25 or whatever.
Yep.
He actually chases me across the field. And then, of course, you'll notice that the running back has reversed his direction because the line was basically stacked on that side, and there's 4 defenders, like a whole wall of defenders there, so he's not going anywhere.
Yep.
So he reverses his field and comes back, and then that's the cornerback, actually, the left corner that comes over and makes the tackle there in the gap.
For about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah, but and of course I reacted a little bit late, right? Because I was too busy, being surprised that this tackle would actually chase me across the field like this.
Yep.
It's like he was so committed to blocking the player I was controlling that he didn't even break off his assignment once it became clear, because the running back there has changed his direction of the run.
Yeah.
Like he's cut back, even though I haven't noticed it yet. And this guy keeps chasing me, even though it would have probably served better if he would have left me alone to run the wrong direction by myself.
Try to go block this guy,
and maybe tried to go and block that guy,
Yep.
But this just seems to be how it's designed, and I think that this particular play in practice mode just goes to prove that actually it was mainly your theory, I believe, that it was almost like a reverse man coverage assignment.
That's right, yeah. Because if you look at these guys, because they have head tracking in this game, right? And if you look at where he's looking, right, from when the play first starts, right, you can see that his head is turned towards you, right? Even if it's hard to tell at the line here, you can tell by the time he gets to here, right? Like, look at where... Use the logo on his helmet to see where his head is pointing here, right? He's looking right at you. Alright? And even as you move away, look at where his head is pointing, right? So that's why I think it's a man blocking kind of thing, right? Like,
yeah. And I totally did overrun that play, right?
Yep.
Because I reacted because the running back took the handoff and started running toward this side of the field. So I started pursuing to that side.
Yep.
And I didn't notice for a second or so that he'd cut back.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I noticed that he'd cut back, well, I'm no longer really going to be a factor in the play anymore, right?
Yeah.
Which is why it's, in a way, defensive man coverage, like defensive players will actually trade coverages mid-play. Like, so if you have a linebacker, say, that has a man coverage assignment on a running back, if that running back stays in to block, well, then that player will realize it, and then he will change his assignment, and he might even swap his coverage assignment to the other running back.
Yep.
If the other running back goes out into the pattern instead.
You also see things like safeties and corners trading their assignments if a safety somehow ends up in man coverage against a wide receiver.
Yeah. But they don't seem to have the ability to trade
on the offense
blocking assignments on the offense.
Yeah.
Right. So that guy's basically locked on me right now, and he stays locked on me
forever
for the entire duration of the play. And the block that he delivers on me really doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
And another weird thing I noticed, if you scroll over to the left, and we'll look at the corner and the wide receiver. Now, when this play starts, the wide receiver doesn't really make much of an effort to block this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Even though this guy, Tillman, he's playing a flat zone, so if it was a pass, he'd be coming up and trying to jam that guy.
Yep.
But you see that guy actually turned and ran past him, right? He didn't make any effort to block him on the run.
Yeah.
But he's looking for the safety over here, number 25. That's his man. He's been assigned already before the play starts to block out Gray there, right? And that's why the corner is actually able to move over there unobstructed and tackle the running back for about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah.
Because basically the guy that could have blocked him out of the play way out on the wide side of the field that would have allowed the running back to maybe exploit that big gap in the line there.
It's just totally unimpeded.
Like he basically decided to block somebody else instead, right? So it's just weird how they have that set up. But anyway, we learned something from this little exercise, and hopefully folks watching here will have also learned something about it.
Indeed.
Whether it has any useful application or not, I don't know, but, like that could explain why sometimes when you motion a tight end from one side of a single back big formation to the other to help
he runs all the way across the formation.
He actually turns and runs back to where he came from instead of actually blocking somebody on the side of the formation that you moved him over to. It's because his blocking
assignment was already decided.
Yeah, his blocking assignment was already decided, and it doesn't matter where on the field he is, he's still going to go after that particular player.
Yep.
So there you go. Motion doesn't always help with the blocking game either.
Not always, no.
So anyway, I guess we'll move on because everybody must be looking forward to us playing in the Super Bowl.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and we're ready to go to the Super Bowl. And our opponents this week will be the Louisiana Zombies. And this will probably be a tough game because aside from between them and the Dallas Desperados, it's kind of a toss-up as to which of them is the better team. And I would say that those two teams are probably the, on paper, two best teams in our league.
Yep. Well, even without paper, they're still the two best teams in the league because...
I'd far rather play the bad men every day than have to play the Zombies or the Desperados regularly.
That's right, yeah.
Anyway, where are we here?
It's because they're much better coached, and they just play better defense.
Yeah, actually they both do. But it's not. Also, something to note is that they both play a 4-3 based defense, whereas the bad men favor a 3-4.
Funny how the bad men call nothing but 4-3 and stack the line.
Yeah. Well, I like the 3-4 as well. And even in my new defensive playbook, I do have a 3-4 formation, like the just vanilla 3-4. And I'll be playing it a fair bit because it would be kind of silly to not make use of players like Travis Wade and like
Cedric Perry.
Cedric, the monster that lives under the quarterback's bed.
Oh, the guy who's the backup is 40 pounds heavier than he is.
Yeah, but anyway, those two guys are actually both very good pass rushing linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
So I intend to make use of them.
Well, speaking of defense, we found out that I actually didn't set a defensive record this year, because I set a defensive record back in, was it Lifer's Season 2?
Yes, Lifer's Season 2. You actually allowed just over 6 points a game.
Jeez.
So yeah, you did not, in fact, break your own record this season.
I didn't even realize I had the record.
Yeah, neither did I. I'd forgotten about it. It was long enough ago, I guess. But anyway, the Zombies call the toss. They won the toss. They elected to receive. It's windy. And so I'm going to defend with this end of the field behind us.
Moments away as we get set for the opening kickoff.
All right, here we go. It's audible choosing time.
So have you finally settled on a set of audibles to call, or are you still experimenting here?
Well, I think I'm just going to go with what I've had the best success at.
Fair enough.
And, like if I'm having trouble, then maybe I will, make some adjustments. But if what I start off with is working, then I will keep with it. And of course, the Zombies probably have speed to spare at all the wide receiver positions and all that kind of stuff too.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have everything to burn.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna set up the usual audibles because teams have sort of adapted a different kind of strategy to me. They like to throw those 10 and 15 yard posts over me now.
Yeah.
So I've started dropping the defensive end back in a deep zone instead of dropping him back in a hook zone. Because I'd much rather give up the short crossing route over the middle than give up those posts.
Yeah, and also while I was playing around in play creation mode, I discovered with the standard 4-3, which you use sometimes.
Yep, as a good run defense.
You can help out your outside linebacker blitzes by just reversing that formation. Because it changes the spacing of the linemen, and quite often will cause those defensive ends to engage the offensive tackles instead of having them swap.
That's right, yep.
So that's something that maybe you might want to remember. I don't usually use a standard 4-3 alignment, but I know that you do.
Now their third string slot receivers out for the season.
Yeah.
But boy, do they ever have speed to burn.
Well, yeah, they've got lots of speed, that's for sure.
And then they have a tight end and a halfback.
Yeah, their halfback has got 99 speed too, so you might want to watch those flats, right? You might want to be playing like a man coverage or something on him just in case.
Yeah, it's going to be very brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, I might even venture to say you might want to avoid the man 3 type coverage because he'll run around if you don't get the pressure, he'll run around and clear that flat zone and then catch those passes down the sidelines, right?
Well, we'll have to see, right? Because I'm going to start with it first just because I can't give them everything in the world, right? Because if I play man coverage against them, they'll just pick me apart slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So it's going to really depend on the kinds of plays they come out in. If they do burn me for one, I'll switch to the man coverage strategy, but the man 3 flats, if they don't tend to go towards that kind of pass, is going to be a more solid defense against most other things.
That is a strong crosswind because I only went one tick to the left on that kickoff and it almost blew it out of bounds.
Yep.
The next one, I think I might have to just kick it right down the middle and let the wind carry it for me.
Only one man back. Pump fake, throwing. He hits his receiver.
Oh, that's too bad.
That was a short curl in front of the coverage guy there.
Yep.
Getting into one of their speed.
He's one of the most dangerous receivers. Like to get the ball in his hands because he can break a long one at any time.
Throw it, the deep back. Going to the air on first down. Throwing short to his left.
Well, you had him covered that time.
The 35-yard line.
Yep. I don't know why he didn't let that develop a little bit more.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
But I guess that's fine. To be honest with you, it's kind of surprising he even got 4 yards from that. I guess Travis Wade didn't take the best angle there.
Rolled into one.
Dropping back, Rosen, and this pass is complete. Mills with the stop at the 47. Strouser with a hot hand on this drive.
And what he's doing is sitting back there in the pocket, seeing everything, making great decisions, and getting the ball to the right guys. He's playing very well right now.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Well, you had the linebacker escape the coverage that time, but
to tell you to watch out because he just got decked.
Ball on the 44-yard.
Well, this is kind of how this is going to go. This is kind of how I was expecting things would go.
Only one man back. Pump faking. Gets rid of it, and he makes the grab. Dives and makes the tackle.
Man, are they going to come out in anything other than like 4 receivers on the line today?
well, it looks like they're throwing those short passes over the middle right now, but based on history, they won't stay with it the whole game, though. Right? Sooner or later, they'll go away from that because they don't have the patience to maintain that kind of thing for an entire game, right?
Yeah.
First down marker is just inside the 22. Strouser will work out of the shotgun. Throws it. And
See that? Every pass has been a short pass so far.
At the 20.
Right?
Strouser has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens?
They've had the ball for almost 4 minutes already.
He's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
1st and 10.
But that's unusual for the AI to play that way.
Only one man back. Abrams goes in motion. Tosses it right. Number 52 makes the tackle at the 10-yard line. Picked up 9 on the play. They'll have to get to the 10 to convert. The quarterback gets set with only one back.
I couldn't get him.
Mills takes him down at the 4. Again.
Well, they're getting closer.
And this offense has really impressed me on this drive. They've been moving the ball very methodically. They're getting closer and closer to the end zone.
Just 4 yards from the goal line now. Going to the right.
Watch this hit.
Not this time.
Right
Not this time.
Wham. He takes him straight to the turf.
Not that time either.
Like I said, the 4-3 is a good run defense.
Yeah, well, now they're going to be probably coming out passing at third and goal from the 7.
One of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates, closes, then boom. He drags the ball carrier down for a loss.
Press coverage on the outside. Dropping back, pressure coming, rolling left.
Ooh.
Yeah, that actually hit number 34 in the face there.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is put his hands up.
Well, you know what? You managed to get a stop anyway. I think that pass was probably incomplete because you hit him while he was throwing, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Because I saw Cedric Perry come over there and he blew away the running back blocker and then charged in there and gave him a shot while he was trying to get rid of it. Well, I would say this was probably, considering how they came out playing, this was probably a successful series for you because I don't remember the last time the AI came out and took 6.5 minutes on offense.
Yeah, exactly.
To the the 20.
Not only that, I don't remember the last time they were so consistent with their over-the-middle passing attack.
It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, they really did stick with it, didn't they?
I think they're definitely playing with some zip today.
Allen.
Nice run.
Big pop that time.
Boom. That is big.
Yeah, that was close. That guy that came through there, it looked like somebody just got enough of a piece of him to stagger him a little. So I was able to run away from him, right?
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Fires it out to the left. Behind him, but he has it. Here's
Nice easy one to Golston, and he caught it.
Yep, that he did.
That's great timing between the quarterback and the receiver on that play. The ball got into the receiver right as he was coming out of his break.
Mills.
Yeah, these guys actually use the cover 2 playbook, so I'd look for a lot more zone defense than you're used to.
Yeah, well, this is a man coverage because it took the corner with him when he moved over, right?
Yeah, they're just
Oh, look at that. He just shoved his blocker out of the way, right?
Yeah.
Nice play.
He's one of those
That'll happen sometimes. Not much you can really do about it.
You want him out there in every snap. He's smart, he plays with leverage, and you can count on him to make the big defensive play just when you need it.
You know, it's like everything should have worked on that play. All that guy had to do was block that guy for just a second so I could get around him, right?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Rolling. And it's complete. Paul records this.
That's just not a good idea to line up in a coverage like that. Even if you are an all Madden team.
You know what? They can keep doing that absolutely as long as they want.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Oops, shit.
Number 35.
Wrong guy. Get back there. Come on. Give me the right guy.
Literally, the right guy.
Allen.
Oh, look at this. Again.
Oh, that's okay. You're going to gain 5 yards out of it.
Penalty marker down the field.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to be causing failed blocking quite a bit
Yeah, they're going to be super aggressive
in this game. Like,
defending the run.
yeah.
Directing traffic. Allen, the man in motion.
Man, it just kills me when they don't bring a guy out there to cover him.
Dropping back. Throws it. There he goes. Great throw. At the 30. Powering.
You've got to cover that guy.
Yep. That's okay. You know what? If they want to aggressively defend the run that hard and move everybody into the middle of the field, I'm going to keep doing this so long as it works.
I just realized Kelvin Allen has a mouth guard on.
Does he?
Yeah. I guess with how many yards we ran him for in the first season, he really did need it.
Yeah.
Your teeth get jarred all about doing that kind of thing.
Allen comes in motion.
There you go. Kelvin Allen gets all the dentistry sponsorships.
They'll pass on 1st down. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, couldn't. I had to wait and wait and wait there. And I just couldn't wait any longer.
Get it to his target.
Well, that's okay, because at least he didn't take a sack and at least he didn't fumble it.
Yeah.
8th play of this drive.
Yeah, I think the Zombies are also the team with the 99 speed defensive end. Like, a lot of these all Madden teams have fast defensive ends, but the Zombies have a 99 speed one.
Yeah.
Which is absurd. Right, you'll throw a flat pass and then you see this fucking, like, 300-pound defensive end running out there to make the tackle.
He got popped. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
Jenkins flung that pass in there.
Yeah, he can really fire it in there when he needs to.
Well, at least you got a decent spot. See, it's because this technically isn't a home game, because we're not in the Kansas City Stadium anymore.
Yeah.
Rhodes, the motion man.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yep.
Dropping back, he surveys the field.
Wow, I had to run away from the pressure there just so I could throw that pass.
Yeah, I think that was that fast defensive end coming to get you.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. If they keep kicking field goals and we keep getting touchdowns, we'll win this game.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's successful just like that.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good.
Well,
The home team.
they still have more time of possession than we do.
Yeah, really. Well, it's because they forced you to throw the ball so much.
Yeah.
Booming kick down.
There, that's a little bit better.
Better effort.
From the 2-yard
Well, it's not
line.
quite so close to the sideline that I'm worried it's going to bounce out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
The field goal. Let's see what happens this time around. So they have 1st and 10 here, giving some cushion on the outside. Through it, the lone setback. Steps up, throwing. He hits his receiver.
Well, so far they're staying with their plan.
28. Hendrickson
Apparently.
doesn't have much
6-yard
room.
gain on the short pass over the middle, right? That's what they did the last time. They nickeled and dimed you all the way down the field, right?
Yep. Well, it's because I backed these guys way up, because I'm not going to give them a big pass play, right?
Yep.
Him down at the 31, and a pickup of about 2. 1 yard to go. Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here. Only one man
In before it's a pass.
Pumps once with the throw.
Oh.
He has it.
Something went wrong on the pass rush there. You didn't get the guy that you usually get,
Yeah.
right? Somehow they managed to swap you off, eh?
Well, that's all right. Not a big deal.
And then that ended up with the outside linebacker getting picked up by somebody then too,
The
right?
thing I'm more disappointed in is the DB coverage there, because they were still well ahead of that guy.
Drops back, closing in with the pass.
That could have been a fumble.
Yeah.
Can't complete that short pass, and it's 2nd down. Fifth play
Well,
of
the thing
drive.
is, when he's running that corner route like that, and then he actually turns around in a full circle, like he does a 180-degree turn while running away from the line of scrimmage.
Throwing left.
And I just don't see how that's not physically possible. That's an animation, right?
Yep.
You know, like, because I know if I'm running as fast as I can straight ahead, I can't just turn around and stop on a dime to catch a pass like that guy did, right? It defies the laws of physics.
Rolling right, gets the pass off. The 40. Thomas is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 37.
Watch it here. This is a great
Well, it's going to be a
ball on
repeat
first
of
down.
last time. Literally, it's going to be a repeat of last time.
Well,
This is a heck of a throw and catch.
maybe once you get
Pick up that
inside the
first
20,
down.
try throwing a few zone defenses in there.
Yeah, well, I'd play a zone defense if they didn't have so many receivers on the line.
He hits his receiver. Number 82 is doing a good
I would
job
anyway. You never know. A guy
finding
could pop up in a zone in the right place at the right time, eh?
I just don't want to give them any kind of one-on-one coverage. Especially because we haven't proven to be reliable at covering that kind of thing in this game. The coverage guys look like they're having a little bit of trouble out there.
Steps up into the pocket with the pass.
And that's
Well,
why
I
you
don't
drop
know,
the
he
deep
does.
zone in the middle.
Yeah.
Tipped away by the corner.
He did the job there.
Good job of reading the time in the play so the receiver can't make
Now this
the
time I think I'm going to come out in something... Try... that.
And this is the 9th play of this drive. The defense just dropped the safeties and corners into deeper coverage. Hard to explain this one. They'll go
It's not that hard to explain it.
Yeah, you're expecting a pass.
That's right.
Matt with the stop at the 25-yard line. So it's a 1st down after a nice run right up the middle.
Teams run in the middle about 80% of the time. And that's inside.
Well,
the
it's a
tackle.
fast first
So you have to
quarter.
be able to have some success doing it. This time, there was no problem getting it up in there.
McGrath, the man in motion. We reached the end of the 1st quarter, and the score is 7-3. And we're ready to start the 2nd.
That's one thing. It makes it uses up the clock in a hurry when you have teams both playing ball control offense like that, right?
Gets rid of it. This one
Good play by Danny
Jones knocks the pass away.
For making a big play.
That was good. I like that.
Well, I'm not sure what role he's going to play next season, but he will be out there somewhere.
Hear that, Danny? You get to keep your job.
Well, his job description may change, though. It depends on how the draft goes.
They'll go from the I formation. Pressure, throws it. Incomplete.
Wow, and then somebody clocked that guy on top of it, eh? That was Danny Jones that delivered that hit.
I'm sure glad he did, because it looked like that guy might have been able to jump up and try to grab that tip pass with the way it was going.
Yeah.
Strouser will work out of the shotgun. Gets the pass off.
And that's Nipper.
Yep.
And you were worried he was too slow to play safety.
See, though, I told you they'd break down eventually and give up on the short passing game. Right? Those last 3 passes in a row, they were trying to throw deep to the corners, right?
Well, a couple times in a row there, I came out in a short zone defense over the middle. And I think that's what caused them to change their strategy. They actually read the defense I was putting out there.
Yep.
And then I switched back to what I was doing.
See, they threw more incomplete passes on that drive because they ran just as many plays, but they only took about 4.5 minutes off the clock that time, right?
Yep.
Trying to add to their slim advantage. First and 10.
I'm sure glad we have a dedicated kick returner, because it looked like he was kind of shaken from that hit.
Come out in a nickel package. Looks like he's changing the play. Number 47 comes in motion. Gets rid of it. Breaking free. He finds his man. Jones with the stop at the 42. Good throw, good catch to no change.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on.
Oh, look at this. They're adapting.
Calling an audible now. Back handoff. Loses the defender.
The only way you can gain yards while running is with Adam Parkman.
Yeah, actually. Surprisingly enough.
It's just because he's big enough to run people over. Even all Madden players.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I did get it in there.
Looking downfield. On the
Oh, come on. Oh, that drives me so crazy.
Yeah, the guy's open, and you've got it all there, and then you got that scripted overthrow.
Yeah, you got a quarterback who's got a 99 throw accuracy, too. Like, what is that crap? That's garbage.
It's okay. If he'd actually hit the receiver with that, he probably would have dropped it.
I don't know. I still think that's garbage. That's garbage can AI, right? They can't stop me, so they have to
make shit up.
Make shit up, yeah.
Perfect. Wayne takes him down at the 37. Once again, he makes it happen.
I wonder if it's worth it to try this again. Because occasionally this play can turn into a big play if things line up right, eh?
When he sees the passing window open up, he'll get it out of there pretty quickly.
Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Or it can be a modest play, hopefully, if everybody can hold their blocks here.
Wow, that was a fast reaction from that free safety there.
Yeah, he moved up there pretty quick.
I wonder if that was like a safety blitz they had called there.
I don't know.
Because normally they pause for a second to read the play at least.
Their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to send him out there again, because if I end up having to try and throw that corner route, I'll end up with an overthrow again, probably.
Surveying the field.
Or not. Or not. But it didn't. Sending him out, sending Allen out to the flat doesn't really seem to have any influence one way or the other on the success of that play, right?
Yeah.
it off.
Look at the defensive end dragging you down from behind.
Yeah.
And they were able to get
Well, if he didn't get me, the
This
cornerback there was
defense
going
can
to
really
anyway.
get after the ball. Once they figure out where the play is going, they do a great job shedding their
Because
block,
there
and
was
they
a
have
lot of
closers
non-blocking
to
going on the outside over there too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whether there's much point in even trying to run in this game.
Probably not.
They'll go with a run once again.
But you got to do something versus his own defense.
At the 13-yard line. He could be seeing more carries after that game.
If the defense is looking to
That's
force
actually what I
these
tend to
guys
use
out of
my
their game plan,
running game
they're gonna
for,
need
is to
attack
combat
the
zone
ball carrier
defenses.
and punish him every time.
3rd down and 4 coming up on this one.
Of course, it also happens to work well against man coverage too, but, you know.
Looking for a blitz there. See that linebacker?
Yep.
Yep, here he comes.
Throws it.
Oh, defensive lineman.
The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly.
That's another
It has to be
kind of
catchable.
scripted thing, I think.
You got to use some touch.
Yeah, well, you'd have had it, right?
Yep. Well, I read the play and made the right call and threw it to the right guy and everything, right?
And it's up. He made that one easily.
Well, points are points. Those
Yeah.
points could matter a lot in this game.
Well, I wish I could have gotten another touchdown there,
Ready to
but
kick this one off.
I was working. I was definitely pushing the boulder uphill on that one because they had some kind of cheesy things going on there, right?
Yeah.
From the 9.
Oop, I missed him.
I was wondering there if he was actually going to field that with the way his body language was.
Yeah, well, sometimes I almost hope that they don't sometimes when that happens, because I've actually had the ball bounce back into the play of field, or the field of play before on that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
And then you can
It's a
you
big
got
catastrophe
oh
for
yeah,
them.
well you've got a big chance to recover it then, right?
At the 27. A short pickup on that running play.
These linemen need to get more aggressive out there. They're letting the defense control the line of scrimmage on that play. If they don't step it up soon, this could get worse in the second half.
Yeah, that center there has a really quick step. Take a look at this.
Records
All right,
the
he
stop
actually
at the
chases
37
me.
Yeah,
yard line.
he well, and that's not standard pass blocking either, right?
No,
You know, like usually they stand up and take a step back.
he's
not,
almost like he's run blocking.
yeah.
He's faster than me, and I can't outrun him.
You might have to line up out a little bit wider, maybe. I don't know. Because you can manually change your blitz pattern too, just by pulling the placemaker stick down, right?
Throw it the lone back.
And that will stop that center from coming over and grabbing you, right?
I could also just move over to the side too. That would work.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
2nd and 6. The corners playing back. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
There, somebody skipped Ben French there, eh?
That run goes to just
They let him go?
yards. He was
Yep.
building up some steam, but couldn't
Yeah,
keep
because
it
they
going.
wanted to go downfield and block the safeties.
Defense were playing the run so well. If they can keep holding them to gains like that, you won't see too many rushes from the offense in the second half.
Yes.
Yeah, got to stop without any points.
7-yard line.
I think that was
This is a
Mills.
physical
Yep.
team that likes to run the ball.
Defensive back Mills who made that stop.
When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Here's the punt. From the 14-yard line.
We'll even get it out over the 20.
Yahoo.
Back on the field after a decent return. So they have 1st and 10 here. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Changing the play now. Number 47 comes in
A
motion.
nickel crowd the line package, hey?
Pass play here on 1st down with the pass. The 30.
More like a throw it to Marshall, the tight end package.
Well, I was just watching to see what that defensive back would do.
Great job of holding on to him.
And as soon as he turned to the inside, well, then I knew I had him, right?
Yep, yep.
Set. Green, 58. Green, 74.
He'll pass on first down. Throws it.
Okay, catch it. Yeah.
He makes the grab.
There you go.
Makes the stop.
Let's see what my extra blocking did over here. Okay, as it turned out, I didn't need it because look at that. Number 77 actually moves out and picks that guy up.
And we go back to the game.
Well, I think the thing about, I think that's Vincent at left tackle there, is he's a good blocker, he just has no strength.
Yeah, well, actually, I was looking at our offensive line here not too long ago.
And it's terrible.
Well, actually, no.
First down. Gets rid of it.
Ooh.
Wayne records the tackle.
Sometimes you just get lucky.
Well, I threw that as a touch pass, right?
Yeah.
And it just had enough height to get over that guy.
But anyways, you said you were looking at the offensive line.
Yeah, and they're actually not that bad.
The motion man.
They're just not that big.
Throwing on first down. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Thomas pulls him down at the 18. Jenkins, great.
Now you know that it's a good defensive back covering that when he doesn't give up 10 yards on it.
Yeah, well, that time I think he's also probably looking for it.
Now that it's happened to him once or twice, yeah.
Yeah.
Handed off to the fullback. Number 86 picks up just enough. The fullback was able to burrow his way to the first.
That's what this guy can do. He told his coach, if you need 2 yards, I'll get you 2 yards.
Yeah, I'll get you 2 yards.
He said, I'll get you 2 yards.
What are we doing here?
They come out in the nickel.
Some kind of man coverage blitz.
Goes in motion.
Nope, it's a zone blitz.
It's a zone.
See something in
I'm
the
going to
defense.
call an audible to a run here. Because I don't like the looks of that.
Brings him down.
I can understand why.
They went back
Because that looked like multiple blitzers coming from that one side, right?
Yep. Yeah, you'd surely have been sacked.
Well, it might have caused some problems, that's for sure. Look at this, they got the same thing again there, eh? Only this time I'll try running away from it the other way. Because all of those guys can't have man coverage assignments. They're not in the right positions, right?
on the carry. Just won't go.
Nice.
Runs over the tackle. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
I love seeing guys get run over.
Yep, that's fun. It's fun to run over people.
4 yards to the end zone.
Hey, I can let this run down to 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can actually eat up the 2-minute warning.
Yep. So we'll do that. We'll let it run down to 2 minutes.
Ball on the 4-yard line. And this is the 8th play of this drive. 2 minutes left in the quarter. We'll get it again.
Oh, I wonder if they'll give me any forward Nope, they didn't even give me any forward progress there.
At least they didn't move you backwards.
Yeah, that sucks though, right? I mean, if you go forward, they should spot the ball from where you went forward to.
I agree.
4 more yards to finish off the drive with a touchdown.
This is a little bit far out, but maybe if Easley can chip that linebacker there, I can get a couple more yards, get a little closer.
Going to the left.
Or I can get in.
No, that gives you your points that you wanted last drive.
Yep.
He just lowered his shoulders and
And now we're 2 scores ahead.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave them with as much time on the clock as they've got, but
you know what?
I guess that's why you're here, because you're playing too.
Number 12 comes in to attempt the
The points are fine.
And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. The home team are set to kick it deep.
However, that all started from that little punt return you got there. That was actually a good move to get us outside the 20.
Yo, I just didn't want you dug in a hole there, and it seemed like he outkicked the coverage, so...
Well, it definitely changed what I was able to do. You know?
Wow, that was really solid kickoff coverage.
Because my options are far more varied when I'm outside the 20 than they are when I'm inside the 20, eh?
Yeah.
First and 10. On the call, Thomas makes the stop at the 22-yard line.
Hurry up offense.
Now it's
rushing
the
attack.
hurry up offense, yeah.
He sees something in the defense. Goes with a short
And that's why we
pass
came
to
out in a
right
dime.
side. Dropped
Yep.
behind the line for a loss of a couple. The corners
Okay, what's he
playing
coming
on
out
the
in this time? Multiple
Shotgun.
wide receivers?
Shotgun.
Oh, they just called a timeout.
Yeah.
They have 2 timeouts
They
left.
probably wanted to get different personnel because they only had 2 wide receivers on the field, right?
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up.
The offense has been stepping it up on 3rd down all day.
Pressure coming.
Ooh.
Throwing.
Oh, again, you see that?
Yeah, that's the second time that's happened.
Yeah.
Also timeout.
But that's another timeout.
Remains. 1st and 10. Through it, the lone back. He'll pass on 1st down. Closing
Yeah, you got him.
Coverage sack.
Beautiful.
Giving some cushion on the outside.
Oh, now they audible to split backs.
Yeah.
Want more protection?
Under pressure.
That didn't help him.
Not going to get it.
Number 95. Number 95 explodes.
Sacked him again.
And then makes his way to the quarterback.
That's all about you.
Nice.
That's all you there. Now you just have to make sure they don't throw a pass over your head.
Yep.
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. He sees something in the defense. The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down.
Well, now it's a really deep
Really?
hole.
Wow.
The offense faces 3rd and
Oh, look,
long.
now they got a big set out there.
A missed assignment by the defense for the offense to make this play.
Now 3rd down with a long way to go after the penalty on the offense. Only one man in the backfield. Strouser with a man in motion. Gets the pass off.
Well, he's throwing the bomb, and nope,
Out of his hand.
not
Number
happening.
82.
Well, our safety was there anyways.
Yeah.
3rd down drop.
Yeah, they picked the right guy to go to. We just did
Still, though,
something
they might have been able to get a field goal
right
if he'd caught that at least.
Yeah, well, they do have a timeout left,
This
so
will be his 2nd punt so far tonight.
It just makes you wonder what happened on that play.
And he chooses not to return this one.
Oh, you could kneel and end
I
the quarter.
think I'm going to just flop on the ball here.
1st and 10.
We'll go and we'll get the wow.
The visiting team. Come
Being a
out in
team
nickel
player,
back.
playing it safe.
Yeah,
He'll take a knee.
yeah, because it's there's no point. They're not going to call the timeout here anyways, right?
Yeah, they don't have enough time.
Yeah, with 10 seconds left, I can just if they call a timeout, they want to be like that, then I can just kneel again, right?
First 2 quarters of play. Score
Anyway,
17-6.
so far so good. Although they've been tough.
Indeed.
Anyway, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
All right. And we're back.
Yes. We're just looking at the first half stats, and it looks like possession time is pretty equal. And when you look at our offensive statistics, well, like they're roughly equal running, but I've gotten a lot more passing yardage.
Yeah, you're a much better passer.
But the thing that I noticed with the Zombies is that for about the first quarter and a half, they were playing that ball control style short passing game over the middle.
Yep.
And they were moving the ball and, like maintaining possession and that kind of thing. And most of their possession time came on that. But on their last 2 possessions in the second quarter,
they started going for big plays.
Yeah, they started going for the big play. There was one sequence there where you stopped them, where they tried to throw 3 deep corner routes in a row,
Yep.
two to one side and 1 to the other. And as soon as they started doing that, that's when their offensive success started to
Disappear.
I guess, yeah. And so we'll have to see if they keep doing that, because it seems to me like throwing 3 long bombs on the same series is probably not going to get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
Kansas City might be able to put this one away if they can get into the end zone here. It's 1st and 10.
We haven't tried this yet, so we'll give this a try.
Despite very little success running on 1st down, they still lead.
Running is important. They've got other
The wide receiver just didn't do his job.
No blocking on that cornerback at all, right?
Yeah, he
Again.
was. This line has to do a better job of
That is so
holding up the
frustrating
quarterback.
because it's almost
He has a fast
impossible
first step.
to establish any kind of run at all when the player who's lined up face to face with a guy doesn't even try to block him, right?
Rhodes moves in motion. Dropping back, he surveys the
Oh
field.
shit!
Gets
Oh, I
the
threw it to the
pass.
wrong guy, but I got away with it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking at him.
The coverage guy got greedy there and went for the pick and just missed it.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at him there either, right? Like I just totally, I don't know why. I must have been leaning on the trigger button a little bit or something.
Yep.
Because I was actually trying to throw to the short curl guy over the middle. But
Well, these things
So we
happen.
have 1st and 10 here.
No harm, no foul.
They can't get it done on the ground on 1st down, John, but they're still
nobody
leading
can get it done on the ground in this game.
Literally nobody.
The run just simply does not exist.
Is very effective, especially their short passing game.
Looking downfield, throws it, and he makes the grab.
Now that's a hospital pass if I ever seen one.
Yeah, I know, but look at how the like you see this guy down here.
Yeah, he covers him like a blanket.
Yeah, I know, but look at this. Right?
Yeah, and then he's also the guy who comes back.
He almost has enough speed to get back there and stop that, right?
Now, how much you want to bet that guy's got 99 speed?
He probably does, because a normal player, like usually when I throw that ball,
There's like 5 yards of distance between them.
like there's no way that a defender can normally even get there, right?
Especially after starting out so wrong.
Yeah.
He sees something in the defense. Back handoff. We'll feel that one tomorrow.
Well, you broke a tackle for a yard.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hold on to the ball.
Trying to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense.
Actually, I ran the ball 12 times and threw 15 passes in the first half.
Changing the play now.
So it's not like I was, like neglecting the run completely.
You just don't have any success at it.
Yeah, I just didn't have any success at it.
Looking for an option. Goes with a short pass to the right side.
Another yard.
Well, he caught it. I guess at least we can say that.
That pass goes for about
See, Parkman is just a ball control specialist, okay?
Well, actually, he was the
after reaching 33.
Outlet receiver.
he was the break glass in case of emergency receiver, right? The guy that I needed to get rid of the ball, so I just threw it to him and hoped for the best.
Watch the guy lined up across from Parkman.
With the pass.
Oh, jeez.
They sent
How
the
often
corner
does
on
that
the
ever
first
happen?
down.
Not often at all.
There are good times to send your corner, and there are bad times to
That's
send your
okay.
corner. That was a
That's
good
okay.
The corners playing off a bit.
It's not the end of the world.
One man in the backfield. Bowser with a man in motion. Pressure. Hit just
Whoa.
Yeah, he hit me with that.
That could have been a fumble,
I
too.
really like the way this defense.
I think they get a tremendous amount of benefit of the doubt, right, in a lot of these close plays.
You know, in a lot of these, it would have been us fumbling it, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think they definitely get the benefit of the doubt. There, that one's a fumble.
Not that we could get to it.
No, but now it's 3rd and 16.
Yeah, you never want to put your receiver in a position to catch a pass behind the line when he's got a defender bearing down on him.
Out of the gun. Flings it to the outside.
The screen.
And now it's 4th and 18 or something like that. 4th and 20, yeah. So you push them backwards 10 yards.
That was just poor play selection there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't think that they would stick with that style of play that they came out in on the first possession.
Yeah.
I knew it seems a little bit intimidating at the start, but I really didn't think they'd stick with that very long. Because they never do. Okay, well, we'll try not to get ourselves into a position where we have to throw a pass like that.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Looks like he's changing the play. He'll pass on first down. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Barnes records the stop at the 43. Jenkins will be looking at 2nd down now after that pass picks up 5 yards.
Well, you know what? That's the planned amount for that play.
Number 47 moves in motion.
Okay, we got to watch that guy on the outside of the formation there on the left.
Gets the pass off.
Drop back in the deep zone.
Yep, but he turned around, right? I was expecting that he was either going to blitz or drop off in a deep zone.
Yeah, I was talking to the coach this week.
Just by the way that looked, right?
Probably got the
Yep.
best hands in the team. Right there, he just showed us why.
To tell you the truth, I was more anticipating a blitz, and I thought that the linebacker would have the coverage, right? Yeah, I'm just going to go with the percentages here.
Rolling. Ball, he makes the catch anyway.
Boy, do those defensive ends sure get around the outside, huh?
Yep.
Jenkins got that one out there in a hurry.
That quarterback is really special. Not only does he have the arm, but he can also guide it in there with some touch if he needs to.
The home team have handled this defense, John, as they've averaged over 8 yards per pass play on first down.
And the scoreboard helps tell the story.
He'll pass on first down. Throws on the run. Great throw. He's inside the
Oh,
10.
he pushed me out of bounds. But you know what? When I play defense, you'll not see me move the corners in very often. Like, I'll leave them on the outside.
Yeah, you
more
don't
often
even
than
tend to
not.
man lock all that much.
Well, I do a little more now than I used to because I know now I can get away with it. But I also always leave at least 2 men back and deep too, right?
Yep. You have to. See, deep zone is not a assignment description. It's a position description.
Oh, look at this. They're going to give me a holding penalty.
On the halfback.
On the halfback. Yeah, it's a job description, and I've pretty much taken on that philosophy too, right? If you play safety on my team, you're basically playing deep zone most of the time.
Yeah, for me, I think the only exception is in a goal line defense.
Yeah.
Dropping back, gets rid of it.
Oh, well, I'll score it through the air
He'll
instead.
take that holding penalty, and then he'll score a touchdown.
Yep.
The quarterback knew that he had to make that.
Well, that's
pass
because
first.
they also fall into that deep defensive trap too, where they're trying so hard to shut down the run that they're just dropping their pants for the pass, right?
Yep.
Number 12 comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The point after is good. The home team have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead.
Well, that's nice. And the further that we get ahead, the more they're going to try and go for big plays, right?
Yeah, and the more they'll try to throw the ball downfield. The more they'll be playing my game instead of theirs.
Yep, pretty much.
From the 7. Can't bring him down.
Oh, wow. That was Boston that came over there and tackled that guy.
Yeah, my heart skipped a beat there, man.
Yeah, I know. It looked like, oh shit, they're going to just do a cheesy kickoff return for a touchdown.
It's 1st and 10. The visiting team haven't done the job on 1st down when they've gone out of the air.
Somebody started early.
I guess they didn't like the defensive play it came out in.
Number 72 was flagged for the
Now they're coming out with 4 wide receivers.
Yep. They're really easily avoided by just maintaining focus.
This shit never makes any
The
sense.
visiting team have not fared well
At least it
on
wasn't the
1st
center
down
this
when they've
time.
gone out of the air
Yeah.
today, John. Very low percentage and a low average.
Which is one reason they're trailing.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean the center jumped offside? He's the guy that starts the play.
Yep, exactly.
How could the center... But it's happened, though. We've seen it happen in games a couple of times, right?
Multiple times in
Where
this
the-
season, no
Yeah,
less.
where the center's the guy that twitches early, right?
Safeties and corners. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Throwing. He finds his
Oh.
man. Number 20
Oh,
flips
just
the
couldn't bring him down.
at the
Well, that's some more of that
40-yard
short
line.
passing over the middle thing, too, right?
This is a guy who can
Yep.
make all the throws
You know,
out there.
it may be a little late for that now, but if they'd have stuck with that throughout the entire first half,
He's trying something
maybe
down.
they'd be in a different position than they're in now.
Drops back.
Left the tight end in the block.
Throw. And the
That was
catch is
terrible
made.
coverage.
Diving
I know.
tackle to bring him down.
Well, it's like, I don't know, sometimes I think it's dice rolls too, right?
That's what the mark of a
Because
solid defense
when a
is.
defender is that
Close in on
close,
you in a hurry, and they don't
why
miss
wouldn't
back.
you, like, I'm not a professional football player, but my first thought would be to try and hook one arm in between his hands.
Dropping
You also
You know,
have
if
to
I
be pretty
was in that
uncoordinated
position-
to miss a football from that close.
Because I would be trying to just pull his hands apart and pull the ball out, right?
Oh, you could probably just stick your fist in there and punch the ball away before it ever gets to his hand. When the coverage is that close.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down,
Throwing
you
the
keep
bomb
three
on
sets.
third and short. Oh, that time he managed to
You keep
outrun
their
everybody, eh?
defense on the field, and you
They
keep
tried it
your
enough
defense
times, it's
resting
bound to
on the
work
sideline.
sooner or later, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I mean, that's what, 6 or 7 of those now that he's thrown in this game?
Yeah, well, you can't defend them all, right?
Yeah, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right?
They were waiting for him as he tried to take it to the outside.
And that run started off going east and west.
But this is the kind of thing that you want too, right? Like if you can take the run out of the game, then it really reduces the amount of guesswork you have to do, right? You can defend the pass and not worry about it.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
There. Now you're in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, I was playing very aggressively there.
Defense
Yeah.
did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them offside.
They've done very well on third down to this point. Closing in. Soft lob to the end zone.
Oh, come on, guys.
No, it's
Oh.
fourth down because he was out the back.
Out of the end zone. That'll make it fourth down.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, how does he throw that between 5-man coverage and 3 deep zone?
Yeah. Yeah, he threw it out of the back of the end zone, right?
Aim for the attempt. And it's on its way.
Well, you managed to hold him to a field goal even after that long gain, so...
The visiting team.
Still, that's one of those near things. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Back for the kickoff as we take a quick glance at his
You have to
return
expect this sort of thing to happen, though, right?
Well, especially in a Super Bowl game. You know, it's in the game and all.
to the 20.
Well, you managed to get a nice return out of that one. The blocking was pretty good there, actually.
Yep. And you know what? Even though Golson got put on his ass, he still did his job.
The home team have been doing a great job throwing on first down, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
This is what makes our offense so effective.
Wow.
sometimes.
That was acceleration too. Did you see that?
Yep.
Like he just zoomed ahead. Like normally, I don't think they can even go that fast.
They're fast, man.
No, but that was faster than a normal player can even move, right? Like even a juiced up all Madden player, I don't think can move that fast. That's a scripted thing, right?
Could be.
Oh yeah, for sure it is.
Drops back. He's looking, throwing, and this pass is completed. Jones.
Well, Rhodes will prove a reliable receiver on those kinds of routes for sure. That's really his ball game.
100 yards passing.
Yeah, that's what he does.
So they need about 3 here.
Well, we're looking at some kind of zone defense here.
Well, maybe you can hit Coleman or Herman in the seam in the zone.
Surveying the field. He hits his receiver. Jones with the tackle at the 44.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Will give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, what I like about this quarterback is how much he'll hit the receivers in the numbers. He puts the ball where either his guy will catch it or no one will.
He tucks it away. Just won't go down. He just unloaded on him. Boom.
Hey, Parkman picks up 4 yards.
They went with the running play.
You never
Good
know
old
when you're
Adam
gonna find
Parkman.
some room
Yeah.
and break loose into the secondary.
Ball on their own 48. And this is the 5th play of this drive. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Jenkins with a man in motion. He surveys the field, throwing on the run. He hits
Ooh, that's a hit stick.
You can hear the
Yep.
collision up
They're
the
trying to
end.
force the fumbles, eh?
Yep.
Battery's numb all over, and that's worse.
Jenkins makes a great throw on the run.
And the receiver was right there looking for it. That's exactly what you like to see on offense. Chemistry between your players. He's one of those guys who will try and buy some extra time with his legs, and his receivers do a good job separating when he can buy him that time.
This one is handed off. Jones makes the play at the 42-yard line. 2-yard gain. 7th play of this drive. 8 to go.
Well, we're almost out of the third quarter now.
Well, the more time you eat off the clock, the less time they'll have to try to score on me.
Yeah.
Fullback handoff.
I just didn't like that alignment that they showed me there,
Boom. Now that is what football's all about.
which is why I went the way I did, right?
So we reach
Yep.
the end of the third quarter with the home team ahead of the visiting team. 24-9. And we'll start the
And I'd rather,
fourth quarter.
at this point in the game, I'd rather protect the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
3rd down. They have to get it to the 34-yard line for a first. The defense lines up in the nickel. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Dropping back, surveying the field.
Oh, he dropped it. Wow.
Well, it was about time.
Drop the pass it. He's got to come up with that one.
Yeah, but that still sucks.
Close to the goal line. This one is shallow and short.
Oh! It
Too
was like
bad.
a foot away from stopping, right outside the goal line.
Through it, Malone setback. Under pressure.
You got him again.
Great effort that time.
All those coverage sacks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a
Every
while
time they
now.
try to throw it
Let me
deep.
tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, right? Oh, look at this. You got him again!
They didn't block me. This isn't my fault. Look at this.
I think that was a, like, some kind of a... Yeah, that's a screen or something.
Yeah.
I think
and so I just ran towards him.
But nobody's... Yeah, the halfback's running the screen. You see that?
Yeah. Well, I thought the halfback was coming up to block me.
Yeah.
That's why I take a cut to the inside here.
Yeah, no, he's the receiver, right? Going to run the screen. Wow. Rugby 5X with 4 sacks in one game.
In the Super Bowl.
From the defensive tackle position. Wow.
Here's what both teams have done on third down.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big
Well, there was some Walmart blocking going on there anyways.
Yep. But that's okay. Danny Jones was there to break it up.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. He couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
Here's the punt.
Is that it's going to go out of bounds at like the 28-yard line? Wow.
Yep. That was a terrible punt.
Yep. That was a big defensive series there.
And sometimes it just works.
Yeah.
It's the Bethesda game defense. That's what that is.
Yeah. It just works, eh?
Yeah, it just works. Ooh.
Looking for a receiver with the throw.
Well, you didn't have anywhere else
he dropped
to throw
it.
And then he dropped it.
He was wide open and he dropped it. Jeez. They're just trying to even things up here a little bit, I guess, eh?
Big catch next time around.
Apparently.
Wow. That's terrible.
Calling an audible now.
That's okay. Adam Parkman or Golston will carry you forward. I don't even know Golston's first name, man.
He was really hit hard.
Actually, that was Kelvin Allen taking that one anyways.
Yep. Well, now I'm going to have to throw a slant or something.
And he got a depleter.
2-yard gain.
Well, even if they spot you a few yards bad, a slant will be long enough to overcome it.
Oh, except there's going to be no throwing of a slant here.
Yeah, they're going to line up in double coverage on the slant guy.
The wide receiver's got double coverage, right?
Well, maybe Allen will slip the coverage.
Dropping back. He's looking. Rolls right.
Nope. Going to get sacked. They even things up, right? That drop pass was huge, right? That's the difference between us running away with this thing and having to punt it back to them now. And that receiver has 94 catching rating, so he should have caught that.
Should have.
Elliott sets up, waiting for the punt.
But I noticed at key times in games, receivers will do that. They'll drop passes and stuff like that, right?
Yep,
Just to keep the illusion of competitiveness in the game, right?
Here's the punt.
There, we'll angle that one a little more. Maybe we can... Oh, jeez.
Even the wind didn't help you there.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it would.
Well, it's not quite enough, I guess.
It's 1st and 10.
Just not having any luck. But they're definitely trying to do little things like that to even it up, right?
Number 52 with the stop at the 30-yard line. 10-yard gain that time. 2nd and less than a yard. Only one man in the backfield. Closing in, throws it, and it's complete.
And there they go to the short 5-yard in.
Yeah, but they won't, like I said, they won't keep that up. Not at this point in the game either. They're just trying to push you into defending it so that they can try and throw a long one, right?
That's when he really shines out there.
Well, your defender had the position on that one.
Yeah, there might have even been some wide receiver interference on that play, but thankfully the refs in this game are totally fucking blind.
Yeah.
Quarterback back in the shotgun. With the pass, and he
So what was your reasoning for shifting there? Because it didn't really look like it made a difference one way or the other.
Their halfback is on that side, and he's the guy with 99 speed.
I see. So if they leave it back in the block, you want him to be that guy.
That's right.
He just didn't bring it in.
Under pressure, throwing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we
Steps
actually
in
got
front
some
of it,
pass defense.
bats it away. Wow.
May have tried to put a
That's
little
rare
too
on
much
this
oomph
team.
on that
Yeah.
throw.
The punter heads in for the 5th time. Here's the kick. And he chooses
Gonna have to call a fair catch on this one.
Yep. Well, we had that big opportunity there, right?
So
Where we had the possession of the ball on their like 28-yard line, and then they made me drop a pass, and a couple of other things went wrong, and before you know it, I was hunting it back to them instead, right?
Number 86. Wayne makes the play at the 29-yard line. So a pickup of maybe 3. They need 7. Looking to run it here. Number 96.
But you know what? You might have actually got positive yards on that run play.
So a gain
Yeah,
of
I
about
guess I probably did, hey?
3rd and 6.
I got 40 yards on the ground. Yahoo.
You're beating them in rushing yardage, hands down.
Yeah.
Rhodes comes in motion.
Well, nobody can run in this game, right?
I could run in this game.
Okay, well, yeah, you can run in this game, but...
Dropping
I'm the
back,
only one, apparently.
Downfield, on the move. The 40. Solid hit. Just crunching.
The thing is, when you get hit like that, it's like having a bumblebee in your helmet. You just can't get rid of it.
That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch.
Yeah, we were
that's
totally
exactly
drafting
where
a
you're
running
gonna get
back.
Yeah, well, you know what? Calvin Allen is such an important part of the offense that you better have a
Two of
guy...
them.
Allen.
Like, you better have a guy similar to him to back him up in case he gets hurt or something, right?
Yeah, or, you know, God forbid we have to go to the air.
Pass on first down. Rolls right. Gets
Like
rid of it.
this.
He
Because bad things happen when you go to the air.
See what they did with the coverage there, though? Right?
Yeah, they had, like, triple flats.
They showed that he was going to be open, and then all of a sudden you've got like 2 guys going over there, right? And single coverage on Rhodes, and what happened is, as well, the guy covering Rhodes gets a bump from his own man, right?
Yep. And that's what makes this play work.
Well, it helps. And then, of course, you know, like
The flat zone guy comes up because he's Superman.
yeah, but you know, he was also a linebacker, and that was just too much space for him to make up, right?
calling an audible now.
Should we get easily a chance to carry the ball?
I'm sure he'll do fine at it.
Well, I mean, he started off life as a fullback, right?
That's right.
2-yard gain. They need to reach the 25.
Yeah, we only converted him to tight end because he was so much faster.
Yeah, and he was also a lousy blocker, right?
Yeah. Very lousy.
But he's a good hands guy.
He actually developed that over time. His hands started off like total shit.
With the throw.
Well, no Superman dive to go over there and knock it away that time.
At the 27. He did a nice job pulling that one in.
This guy spends a lot of extra time at practice running routes. Looks like it's really starting to pay off.
They need to reach the 25 to convert. And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense
A tense
fresh set of
moment.
downs to work with.
Dropping back, looking for a receiver.
Not so tense.
Jenkins doing an excellent
Well, I was
job.
just watching that side just to see where that linebacker was going to go, right?
Man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
So with the ball in the red zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead. Calling an audible now. Hand it off to the fullback.
Wow, look at him slip and slide in there.
I'm gonna
Yep.
use it.
Boom. Yeah, but that's worse than a boom.
Well, we picked up 3 yards.
Adam Parkman scat back.
No, not really.
Changing the play now. Up again. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
Found a little seam in there.
Yep.
Take a taxi back to the stadium.
Good game for the offense here in the second half.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he does. I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds up.
Okay, we're going to play man coverage, are we? Okay. Well, watch that guy sitting there just outside of the left defensive end.
Yep.
Yeah, here he comes.
Tossing it over the middle.
That time they didn't have anybody jump up and knock it down, though, eh?
Yeah.
For the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
Come out in the nickel.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I can find a hole up the middle here to go.
Looking upfield. He just unloaded on it. Boom.
Well, it didn't get very far, but I guess it'll do.
6 yards to go for a touchdown.
They brought the goal line out already. They're not even inside the 5 yet.
Well, that's okay, because we all know the goal line is weak against the run.
Yeah. As long as this handoff doesn't break, because Allen is faster than the guy I usually hand the ball to.
And he'll get the ball. He can't bring him down. Pearson brings him down at the 3.
Okay, you know what? I think we pound it at them, and if we make it, fine, and if we don't, we kick the point-blank field goal. As soon as I find my formation that I want here.
Well, you'll burn a whole bunch more time off the clock doing it that way.
The goal here is to get the 2-minute warning, right?
Yep.
If I don't get a touchdown
So
here,
far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here.
then I want to definitely take the clock down to the 2-minute warning.
He hands it off. Tate makes the play.
Well, and especially with how hard these guys have played us, too.
Yeah, well, now we're at the 1-yard line. I can let it run down to 2 minutes, and then I can just bang a point-blank range field goal through, right? And that will make it 27-9 with less than 2 minutes to play.
This will be a 19-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. The kick sails through the upright. The home team have made this a 3-possession game with under 2 minutes to play.
They just kept coming at him. They were determined not to let this one go down to the final play of the game. That's good coaching and a good job by the players.
And he got all of that one. A great kick.
There, so now all you need to do is just make sure that they have to take
To the 20.
lots of plays.
Oh, look at them crossing the field on the kick return.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're trying.
Points on their last drive. First and 10.
I would just play 5-man under and back everybody up, and just don't let them have anything, a big play.
Moves in motion. Pass play here on first down with the pass, and he can't.
Wow, you know, he doesn't drop too many.
Go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
So we're going to go over here and try to get them to force the lead and the halfback in again.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they don't, then your right outside linebacker has a free shot, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so of course they left him in the block.
At the 33-yard line. The visiting team.
Well, they just spent a timeout.
They have 2 left. Ball on their own 33. split-backs this time. Dropping back.
Wow, they actually sent the halfback out into the formation
they
there.
sent him out, but the thing is, though, without the extra protection, you didn't get a sack there, but he had to throw the ball away really quick, right?
Oh.
You got to call a timeout now?
Oh, the clock's already stopped here.
I know, but you need to be able to...
But I need to be able to call a defense.
Call a defense, yeah.
The corners playing back. This is not a difficult decision. They're going to go for it. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it.
Well, they turned it over on downs.
Yeah,
so
that didn't have too much of a chance.
I don't think I need to run a play here now. I think I can just run the clock out. I kneel, they call a timeout. I kneel, they call a timeout. Third down, kneel, and they've got no more timeouts. Right?
And there's the kneel down.
Well, I don't think it'll use all the clock if they really wanted to, but I don't think they're going to call them.
Well, they're not. If they don't call
They're
a
too far
timeout
behind
on one
right
of
now.
them, if they don't call a timeout here now,
It'll be
then
over.
There'll be less than a minute to play by the time this play ends, and they'll have to call a timeout.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
And I'm not going to screw around here, right? I'm basically just going to, because you never know, even on a handoff, you could have a fumble or something like that.
Yep. Protect the lead.
Yep, exactly. I'm just going to run as much time off the clock as I can, and then I'm going to kick it back to them and try and pin them inside their 5.
Well, bad things happen when you go to the air, and the best ground-based attack you have is the quarterback kneel.
In my case, yeah. Look at that. They haven't called a timeout yet.
I bet you they've given up.
Well, either that or else they think they're going to have enough time left here and they want both of their timeouts for when they get the ball back. I don't know.
The visiting team come out with 3 down line.
Right? They've got to call a timeout after this play. If they don't, then the game's over. Personally, if I were coaching on the other side, I think I probably would have spent a timeout already. There, they called a timeout, so now they'll have a timeout, right?
Yep.
But they're only going to have one, and they can't score 3 times in 14 seconds, so...
Very shallow punt.
There, that's a good one.
And inside the 20.
Well, there's 6 seconds left. I think about all you need to do now is just make sure they can't throw a long bomb on you.
Bit of a cushion, directing traffic. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Pass ball's incomplete.
I think that actually hit one of our guys in the head.
Yeah, he was trying to force it in there, right? He threw a bullet. He was trying to force it in because otherwise that would have taken all the time left in the game, right?
Strauser will work out of the shotgun.
But they can't beat us now. We're the champs again. Oh, look at that.
They were trying to do something there.
Yeah, that was pretty weird looking, but okay. See, defense does win championships. I definitely took the back seat to you today.
Well, you know what, though? You did what a good offense should do, though, and you protected the ball.
Yeah, well, I managed the game, right? I didn't do anything risky. And, just did my best to protect the ball because I saw how things were going in this game, and I knew it was going to be a defensive game, right?
Yep. And the zombies are all sad.
Yeah, but you know what? That was probably the closest game we've played this season.
Yeah, probably, actually.
Because I don't remember the last time I failed to score 30 points. In fact, I don't remember the last time I failed to score 40 points.
Yeah, they played us real hard in this game.
But we are the champions. And I actually had very little success running the ball, even though I actually did try. You know? Yeah, I managed 49 yards on the ground and only 331 yards passing. And most of that passing yardage came in the first half when they were throwing those short passes. Because those short passes that are 6, 8, 9 yards,
Yeah.
when you string enough of those together, that really adds up, right? But as soon as they started trying to stretch the field and throw the long bombs, well, then all of a sudden, like that was it. I had one bit of bad luck on that one slant pass, right? That guy must have jumped to the inside. You know how sometimes they can do that triple speed acceleration thing at the last moment?
Yep.
Right? Pretty sure that's how he must have done that. But anyway, managed to throw for 300 and I completed 80% of my passes, averaged 9.6 yards per pass, right? And I threw 35 passes, and we ran the ball 24, 25, 26 times. I don't know why we had 4 rushing attempts for Bo Jenkins. I don't recall actually trying to run the ball with him.
4 kneels.
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. Okay. So anyway, it wasn't a completely one-dimensional offense or anything. And here's my favorite target. He's not the fastest guy on the field, but he never drops the ball. Right?
Yep, that's his 99 catching rating at work.
That's right. He'll probably be one of your favorite targets, too, if things go the way I think they will. I have a feeling that he could end up being the number 1 wide receiver next season. Because he was in a position battle for it this season.
Yeah,
right?
he was, actually.
Yeah. Mills dropped a pass.
And Coleman dropped one.
And he only caught one, right?
Yeah. Although it was a long one.
Yeah. So there we go. So defense, well, I mean, Gooden's out there covering the kickoffs, so he gets lots of tackles. But
Matt Mills was getting worked pretty hard today, and Anthony Thomas.
Yeah.
Travis Wade was active out there. Nipper getting a lot of tackles. Cedric Perry got starved this game.
Yeah. But you got 4 sacks. In fact, I think you got all 4 sacks.
Cedric Perry got a lot of tackles for a loss.
Yep.
But yeah, I got 4 tackles, and all 4 of them were sacks. So go figure. I don't know what that was all about.
Well, it was at very good times to get them too, right?
Only 6 pass deflections, so the guys weren't playing their best out there. Cedric Perry forced a fumble.
Yeah, that one probably could have been a sack if the guy had held onto the ball and taken the sack instead of trying to throw it away, right?
Yeah. You didn't miss a field goal. You didn't miss an extra point. You did.
Yeah, well, that average is because of those two
touchbacks
that rolled into the end zone, right?
Yep.
But those with a little bit of luck going the other way could have been inside the 5, right?
Yep.
So there you go.
So how'd they do?
Well, whoops. Well,
he had less than average.
Yeah, he did throw for 230 yards. He threw 41 passes, completed 51% of his passes. He had that long one for 43 in front of your safety.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And they didn't really run the ball very much. They only had basically 14 legitimate rushing attempts, right? And didn't have any success at it even when they did run. That guy caught lots of passes, and that guy caught a few, and no one else really did much of anything. So there you go. They had a lot of drop passes in this game too.
They did, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
But I think a lot of those were contact drops too.
Yeah. Yeah, they still count as drops even if they're forced. But anyway, yeah, they had some linebacker action there because I did run the ball a little bit.
Yep.
All in all, I guess I have to say they didn't play all that badly. The guy that sacked me is in the Pro Bowl. And then they got the one interception on that One real close slant pass, right? And they kicked 3 field goals.
Yeah, PJ Pope is just an amazing kicker.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough to keep him out of field goal range.
Well, he had one long-ish one that he made, as I recall, without too much trouble. And that was about it. So, there you go. Anthony Strauzer's in the Pro Bowl as well. Who's the player of the game?
Bo Jenkins.
I don't know. Maybe it's Darryl Roble.
It would be nice.
No, it's Bo Jenkins. I don't know, a 4-sack performance by a defensive tackle. I think that does deserve some recognition because I don't think I played all that well. But,
well, that's okay.
But anyway, we are the champions again. We three-peated.
Yep.
So I guess when we come back for the next game, we'll be playing in the Pro Bowl.
Indeed.
Yeah, and coming down maybe after the Pro Bowl, we'll maybe give everybody a look at what a 10-year franchise team looks like.
Yeah, because you wanted to show off what it's like to play a game with your 10-year Spitfires franchise.
Yeah, the superpower.
All right.
Well, I know we played a practice game with them a while back, and you like playing defense with those guys.
Yeah, well, I shut out the offense, right? So
yeah, they have 2 linebackers on that team that are NFL icons, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, they're scary. Actually, stronger on defense than they are on offense, because their quarterback is actually not as good as Bo Jenkins, but they have a stable of wide receivers that are like all track stars, right?
Yep.
But anyway, that's in the future. So until next time,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.